Most image consultants struggle because the business is built in a way they cannot scale. It's never about their talent. It's about having too many services and too many customization. You become the entire business. So you work in the business and not on the business. I know because I built my business that way too. I had 9 services and team of 15 people. I worked every single day and had a 7-figure revenue. From outside, it looked successful, but behind the scene, everything literally depended on me. The changes when I stopped thinking like a freelancer and start building my business like a CEO with the systems. In this video, I'm going to show you the practical shift that helped me create a more premium, scalable, and sustainable image consulting business. And if you want more daily insight on the luxury positioning, premium offer, and attracting high-value client, join Styles Business. The link is below. If you haven't met before, I'm Jenna, founder of Styles Business School. I help image consultant build a luxury positioning, attract high-value client, and create stronger business structures. And today, I walk you through CEO shift that help image consultant move from busy to scalable. Being busy is not the same as building a business. One of the biggest mistakes the image consultant make is offering too many connected services. It's scattered everywhere. Closet edit, personal shopping, color analysis, suitcase packing, personal styling, photo shoot image. The business become difficult to explain because there's so many components. The confused businesses are very difficult to scale. The first shift is simplifying your business around the one clear transformation. Instead of providing services, leading with a transformation. For example, instead of I offer closet edit and personal shopping, that's a task, that's a service. But when you position yourself as an expert, I help founder and executive build an elevated image and that reflects their leadership. That's a transformation, which is increasing your value of your expertise. So take out the notebook, answer these 5 questions. This is how you're actually going to build your one signature offer, increase your value, focusing on the transformation you deliver for your clients instead of doing the task as a service provider. The first is the promise. What is your clear outcome? This is the first place that you want to start because your clients need to know that what they actually get working with you. For example, help executive build an image aligned with the leadership visibility, which is that you are actually going to make their image visible as a leader so they can achieve their goal. The senior executive to C-suite, so be specific. More specific, you are going to tell what the transformation in a simple way. It has to be one sentence. Then period. This is how long it's actually going to take. So it will be maybe 90 days of transformation, 8 weeks transformation. But then be specific because if it's ongoing, unopened, it's very hard for people to actually commit. We all have a commitment issue. So make this one less than 3 months. Less than 90 days, so that it's easier for them to see the transformation. That once they see that differences, it's actually almost instant, then it will actually motivate them to continue with a longer journey with you. So this is literally your promise, how long it takes to get the promised land, that's the period, the timeline. Then third one is a plan. What are the steps your clients need to take with you, with your guidance, then how long to get to the promised land? So for example, the what steps, it must be under 5. 3 to 5 the most because if it takes more than 5 and it's not reasonable actually complete within the 90 days at max because it feels rushed. So what you want to do is that it's literally that your one holistic transformation which you promise to pack into your certain time period under 90 days with 3 to 5 days that you are going to actually guide your client to make that transformation. So it will be the phase 1, 2, 3, or it will be step 1, 2, 3. Make sure that it's not day specific. If you're saying that week 1, week 2, week 3, then because everyone has a different pace to meeting that each step or each phase. So instead of doing that specific date, then you will make them feel getting behind, feel rushed. So that just to make that phase or step. Then number 4 is the price. Obviously, there's the investment. So this is actually the value pricing, the never hourly rate. Because you have this period, the timeline, the under 90 days, it's not even applicable, make this one by hourly rate. So it's a value based. What is it actually worth to your client to make the transformation within that time period following your guide to get that promised land? So make sure that this is the value pricing, not the hourly rate. And then number 5, the point. Why does the client need to invest now? It's about the urgency and scarcity. It's not about the pressure. It's about the timing. Why they need to actually start working with you now? Simply, you only have 2 spots available or the offer expires in 3 days, period. So it's not, you don't have to explain everything, that over explaining. That's the most mistake that I see too many times. When you see the logic, that why now, there's no convincing needed or the no hesitation for your client to see why they need to delay the process. So this is literally give them the why now, showing that the real result, not taking the action now because they're going to miss out. High value clients invest with that the certainty. So you really want to make sure that the why, your point is very clear logically. It's not about an emotion, logically, because when they see that they are going to miss out, not acting now, it gives them the no reason to delay to working with you. So once you do that, the next shift is stop selling hours, because you already have a one signature offer showing the transformation. So selling the hours actually is counterfeited the purpose of the delivering the whole transformation with the value pricing. Hourly pricing create the limitation because they're 24 hours a day. Your income literally tied to directly to your availability. Eventually, you run out of time. Luxury businesses position themselves around the expertise, transformation, and the leadership. One of the biggest shifts of my business happened when I stopped asking how many hours it will take. Then I actually start asking, what is your transformation worth the client? They changes entirely how I see the pricing. So instead of the charging separately for shopping or closet editing and styling, package everything into your one signature offer with a guide experience, then name it, own it. For example, executive image transformation. Then within the experience, there is the style strategy, wardrobe refinement, personal shopping, ongoing support. That could be all you'll be in within the time period that you already put it in your transformation, one signature offer. So it complete the holistic transformation, the outcome. Clients invest in the confidence when the process feels just structured, clear. The structure really increases the trust that put you as the expert that who knows that deliver this promise to your client. So the next one is that make sure that you actually have a clear boundary that increase your value. Many image consultants believe that consistently available creates a better service, while actually that in really creating the exhaustion. I had that before, like unlimited texting, last minute requests, constant DM, and the voice note throughout the entire day. Well, it's just not sustainable. So it actually lower perceived value because you're always available. Luxury clients respect a structure that feels intentional, that exclusivity that actually rate increases your value, not available all the time. So before the project begins, you want to set the boundary with your client, the timeline. That's why that you have a 90 days and the expectation, what actually they actually get. And the communication process through the email or DM or call, choose and then stick to it and make sure that the steps is also clear that the pan out for them. So they see that what kind of process will be involved to get the promise that you will get for them as an outcome. And the session structure, that's your step. So when you actually filled out all five, the promise, the period, the plan, the price, and the point, and then it actually builds up the boundary for you. So that actually including within your one signature offer. This creates a confidence before the work even starts for your client and yourself too, because they can see that your client see that you're the expert who will be actually guiding them throughout these steps, the plan, the structure system you already built for them. Then once that you have it, you want to support its growth. So most image consultants are manually rebuilding their business every month. New client, new conversation, new expectation, new onboarding. Well, we all want to have a more client, but the key is that you have a better client, fewer client that who's actually staying with you for the long term. Because then you don't actually start from zero every month. CEOs build a system. System is actually created with consistency. So when you have a system for everything that you do, there are actually no guessing work anymore for you. So first, you want to have a content system. So content system is three topics that you're actually going to talk about all the time. So for example, you will be the executive presence, luxury positioning, leadership image. So when you have these three things that you are actually going to talk about these three things and over, because that actually going to build your authority based on the repetition. Because they can see that you are the expertise, you are the expert in that field because that now you are constantly talking about it, building your authority. Then you want to build a retention system. Retention is really important because that actually going to give you the recurring revenue. Most businesses focus on getting new clients again, but the luxury business are focused on keeping them. So on-demand support throughout the membership access, that's how you actually going to keep your current client for long term. The long-term relationship creates stability that brings you that recurring revenue for your business to grow consistently. Then you want to build your follow system. Most image consultants never follow consistently, but creating the value-based follow system. You never actually just send out a DM or email call saying, oh, I'm just here to check in. There's no check-in. What you actually do is that inviting your client to connect with you. So they are feeling exclusive, feel elevated because this is a part of the experience that they see that the value of working with you. So there will be the check-in email, always giving you the value. There's a milestone follow. So you remember that the achievement they're making every single step. Anniversary touch point. So you remember the personal anniversary. So celebrating with you. So you see that they are the part of your relationship. You're building the relationship with them. Then season recommendation. So you are leading them. You already know that what they need even before they know that what they need. So you're already leading them with your expertise. These increase the retention naturally because you see that they see that you are the part of their lifestyle. With your guidance, their life gets easier. Literally, my client saying that he's wealthier, happier, and healthier because of the support that he get consistently. Once you have that, you want to position yourself in the luxury level so that you can actually sustain your business with a system that works for you. Most image consultants think that they need to have a more sales skill, but what they actually did is a stronger positioning. Because when positioning clear, your content builds trust, your website qualifies your clients, and your message creates authority, and then clients understand your value faster, and then build the trust instantly. So this is when your business starts attracting better clients, building longer relationship. Clients book without discovery call. Because the positioning already claim their certainty that you are the right choice for them. This is the power of becoming the obvious choice. So I need to audit your business like a luxury brand. Go through your website, social media, your email process, the onboarding process. So every detail shapes a perception. So the perception actually increase the value and attract the right client for your business. So if your image consulting business feels difficult to scale, it is because the business needs a stronger structure. The image consultants who grow long term are the ones that who simplify the process, position clearly, protect their time with clear boundaries, and then they have the system that works for their business and they lead their business strategically. This is the CEO shift. And once you make it, everything changes. Your pricing, your visibility, your growth, and your client experience. So, if you want more daily insight on luxury positioning, premium offer, and attract a high-value client, join Styles of Business. I share practical strategy every day for experienced image consulting building more elevated business. The link is below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next video. Have a great day.